Hello and welcome to my little corner of everything hair related. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Dina from HeyTresses.com. I'm a medical doctor by profession and a natural hair enthusiast by nature. I left a question on my Instagram story encouraging people to ask me hair related questions, and so that's basically why I'm here today. First of all, I want to give a shout out to all those who responded to the questions. I really do appreciate your engagement on my Instagram page, and I look forward to more engagements from you and from others as well. Next thing I want to say is excuse my red eye today. So today is Monday. Over the weekend I was on call, so I haven't had much sleep, but I told myself I just have to do this video recording today because I've promised you guys that I'll put this out some time ago, and I know you're still waiting for it. Thanks for your patience, by the way. So a lot of the questions I got were either very broad or very detailed, which is quite interesting. And another thing was that I actually didn't expect as many questions as I got. So because of the number of questions, I decided that I would make what was supposed to be a quick Instagram story question and answer into a Q&A video, which is why I'm here today. So I'll get right into it. So the first question is, by the way, if I'm looking down here, it's because that's where I have my questions. So the first question is, how often should I wash my hair? This is kind of a personal thing, honestly. First of all, when I think about wash day, what I think about is actually cleansing my scalp. And this is often what I advise other people as well to do. When you put your cleansing product on your scalp and walk it through your scalp, then whatever else is left of that, you can just walk it down your hair shaft, and it should be enough to do the job for cleansing your hair as well. The reason why I advise this is because these cleansing products could potentially be drying to the hair strand. So that being said, there are a few questions that you should ask yourself in order to determine how frequent you should wash your hair, basically. One of the questions I would ask myself is my scalp oily or dry? If you have oily scalp, it means that your sebaceous gland, which produces the sebum, which is the natural oil that your scalp produces, tends to go on overdrive. And when this happens, then you can easily get buildup on your scalp. Naturally, the sebum is supposed to run down your shaft as well to moisturize your hair strands. But because of the type of hair we have, it doesn't go that far. And so it can tend to cause buildup on the scalp. So if you're someone who has oily scalp, then I would highly suggest that you wash your hair once a week, or at a stretch once every 2 weeks. Don't stay longer than that, because otherwise you get a lot of buildup, which can then activate dandruff, and goes into a vicious cycle. And then on the other hand, you have dry scalp, then I would advise you to wash your hair every 2 weeks or even once a month. That's understandable. But again, there are some people who prefer to wash their hair more frequently, regardless of if they have oily or dry scalp. If you have dry scalp but you prefer to wash your hair frequently, then I would advise that you coat your scalp and your hair with oil before you wash your hair. That way, when whatever cleanser you're using is not totally stripping your scalp and your hair after the wash. So The other question that you should ask yourself is, how often do I exercise? Again, this is straightforward, because if you exercise regularly, by the way, we should all be exercising regularly. I'm speaking to myself as well. We should all be exercising like 2 to 3 days a week. And so if that's the case, then when you're exercising, of course, you're going to be sweating, and your scalp is going to sweat as well because it has sweat glands. And if you've just finished exercising and you have this sweat there in your scalp and you leave it on there for several days without washing it, it's actually bad for your scalp as well as your hair. As we all know, sweat contains salt, and together with the salt in sweat, there are other impurities that comes out when we sweat. So salt is not very good for the scalp because it causes dryness, and it also causes dryness for the hair as well. So you'd want to avoid leaving a sweaty scalp for days without washing it. The other question is my job physically demanding? Again, it falls under the same category as exercising frequently. You could potentially be sweating a lot as well. And again, it's the same advice that I would give. I wouldn't say wash your hair every single day. That would just not be practical. And once a week would be ideal to wash. So the other question you want to ask yourself is, do I swim frequently? And if the answer is yes, then again, you really want to wash your hair as soon as you're done swimming. So literally, even if you swim every single day, that will be your prerogative to wash your hair every single time after you swim. And the reason behind that is because, as we all know, in the pool, the water in the pool is treated with chlorine and whatever else that they put in there to make the water safe for everyone to swim in. And chlorine is very harsh on both the skin and our scalp and the hair as well. So for that reason, it's important that you wash your hair right after swimming. Like literally, you go to swim, come back from swimming, you should be getting into the bath there to wash your hair. It's just safer that way. So but then there are some people who swim in the sea. I know, at least here in Ireland, some people choose to swim in the sea rather than a swimming pool. Again, it'll be the same principle. Sea water is salt water. You want to get that salt out of your hair. The salt is going to get your hair frizzy, and frizzy hair means dry hair and matting and breakage and hair loss, and you get my drift. So yeah, basically after a swim, best to just go and wash your hair. So another thing to consider is, you just ask yourself, is my scalp dirty? It's as simple as that. If your scalp is dirty, go and wash your hair. And when I say dirty, I don't mean like you need to wait until you start to see flakes or dandruff in your hair before you wash your hair. Try to wash before it gets to that point. Then other things to consider are your kind of lifestyle. Like, how much does it allow you to wash your hair as frequently as you want to? Like, ideally, the average person should wash their hair once every 1 to 2 weeks, basically. Like, whatever the case may be, like, really just try your possible best to make out time to wash your hair. For me personally, I just play it by ear when it comes to washing my hair. My ideal frequency for washing it would be every 2 weeks. But of course, because of the kind of job I do, it doesn't really allow me to keep to that. So I try my best to wash my hair at least every 3 weeks or every month, like once every month. And but actually at the very start, when I started taking my hair journey seriously, I was actually washing my hair every single week. Like literally, guys, every single week I was washing my hair. So the reason why I was doing that was because I was trying to reach maximum hydration for my hair. And I don't know if you guys have heard of maximum hydration, but there are a few methods out there for achieving maximum hydration. One of them is called Cherry Lola treatment. I can't remember the name of the other one, but I didn't follow any of those treatments. I just listened to my hair and literally hydrated my hair, both by drinking water consistently and also directly putting water in my hair and then sealing the moisture with oils. And it just helps the hair elasticity. And with good hair elasticity, your hair is able to withstand like tension, and it doesn't easily break. But then obviously over time I started kind of being a bit more lax about my scalp cleansing and hair washing and all that. I started spacing it out. But even at that, even like now when I wash my hair once a month, I still hydrate my hair, like directly hydrate my hair every single week. And sometimes a few times a week I would hydrate my hair. And what do I mean by hydrating the hair? It's basically either spraying water on your hair directly and then sealing it with oil, or literally while you're in the shower, drench your hair in water and then seal it with oil. Like it just helps, for direct hydration for your hair, and it keeps the hair healthy. And so that's the advice I would give. Like, try to wash your hair once every week or once every 2 weeks. If you can't manage that, you can extend it to once every month. But honestly, regardless of the kind of lifestyle you live, I would really, really advise you to not go for more than 2 months without washing your hair. And if you must stretch it out to 1 month, like I said before, try to directly hydrate your hair strands in between the washes. Another benefit that frequently washing or cleansing your scalp would give to you is that when you're cleansing your scalp, you're massaging your scalp, and that massaging of the scalp stimulates blood circulation, or should I say improves blood circulation in your scalp. And with improved blood circulation, more nutrients are able to get to your hair follicles, and that could help with your hair growth, right? So I hope this answers your question, guys. If you have any questions in relation to this topic, please leave a comment below and I'll try my best to answer them as best as I can. So again, if you like this video, please click the like button below and click to subscribe to my channel for more Q&A videos and for more hair tips. Thanks for watching, and see you on the next one.